Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Dragon God Production. I am Jesse. My name is Jesse. Today, we are going to be continuing with the main story of A Realm Reborn. Last time, we managed to leave Gridania after being counted as the emissary, envoy, ambassador, however you like to call it, to Gridania. And with that, we traveled to Lamensa and Ul'dah. And then back to Lamensa in order to solve an issue there. With the Sastasha. And which eventually led us back to Gridania. Again. And the stream after that we did some PvP. So today, as we're going to see what Mother Mion has for us. Also, I'm no longer going to try and do an accent to replicate the voice of the character. I'm just going to read it normally. Ready for that briefing? Good. Now then, here's the long and short of it. Beg pardons for interrupting Mion, but our need grows ever more pressing. I have none stepped forward. Come on to you, Lord. Your need must be pressing indeed for you to honor us with a visit. The good news is, your journey hasn't been wasted. I'm pleased to report that we have a volunteer at last. One who comes highly recommended at that. Well, if it isn't our very own woman of all for all seasons. Certainly have an knack for appearing where you needed most needed, Artur. Yeah. My thanks for answering the call. Now, time is of the essence, so I shall proceed directly to the heart of the matter. Wish for you to nip a potential threat to Gridania in the bud. Beneath the central shroud, there lies an underground burial site called the Tam Tower Deep Croft. The place was once a Gelmoran settlement, but we Gridanians have long interred our dead there. Of late, however, shadowy figures have been skulking about the Deep Croft, with ever-increasing regularity. Based on the accounts of various witnesses, we suspect that these individuals belong to the Lambs of Dalamud, Doomsday cult which sprung up prior to the calamity. These zealots have proven themselves dangerous in the past, and we leave them to their own devices at our peril. Ordinarily, I would have dispatched my best men to scour the Deep Croft orders to flush the cultists out. Alas, the calamity decimated our ranks. Limited forces at my disposal are constantly required to keep the exile at bay. As we thwarted their attack on the Guardian Tree, the Birdmen have not allowed us a moment's respite. They have probed every elm of our defenses in search of a weakness, compelling me to spread our forces far more thinly than I would like. Situation so being, we have no choice but to entrust the task of dealing with the Lambs of Dalamud to others. Can we rely on you to handle this matter, Artoria? You have my gratitude. Once you have seen to your preparations, pray make your way to Deepcroft and identify yourself to the guard posted at the entrance. We'll apprise you of the latest developments. That is all. Be careful out there, you hear? May the crystal guide you and keep you. Alright, so when we visited the Sastasha, it's relatively the same. Straightforward, with one area that's relatively explorable. Meanwhile, let's see how different this area is. Yeah, I am not going to just right amount on the ground. I'm not going to I am just going to fly on my mount from now on. Make it faster. And, yeah. The ability to basically have all mounts fly anywhere in the Realm Reborn areas was introduced some time ago, I think. I forgot when. Oh, they're back. Okay. Hey, dude. You're Toya Region, I take it. Thanks for helping us out, friend. No doubt the Bone Lord has already informed you, but your task is to enter the Deep Croft and purge it of the lands of Dalamud. In case you're unfamiliar with them, the cult emerged shortly before the calamity put it into the Sixth Astral Era. The cultists took the Lesser Moon Dalamud for the god, believing that it would deliver them from the devastation. Though they were rather disappointed when Dalamud exploded into 1,000 flaming pieces before it could complete its descent. Man, I can already imagine the conversation. Oh, Dalamud, save us from the... Explodes. Wait, what the fuck? Now, having seen the god turn to ash, one would think that the cultists might feel more moved to question their faith. On the contrary, it served only to stoke the flames of their fanaticism. The flames of Dalamud are convinced that heretics, that is to say, everyone but them, interfered with the coming of their Lord and Savior, and that it's now their sacred duty to avenge him. I wonder if they ever saw the fact that Muhammad basically emerged from that moon. I wonder what they thought of that. Did they try to deny it? Whatever it is they're doing in the Deep Croft, you may be sure that no good would come of it. The sake of Gridania and Eorzea at large, put an end to their madness. Aye aye. NPCs. Same team as always. God, that the thing wasn't on. Alright. Let me try again. Alright, let's go. Yeah, it's gonna be a while before I get anything new. Attack! One thing that's a bit of an issue is that I don't think none of these dungeons, like I don't think the duty support ever will be able to teach anyone about, well, mass pulling, which is something that a lot of people do whenever you pull, that, well, actual players do. Because, again, we tend to try to find the fastest route out, even if it means taking the most dangerous, which is pulling every single mob and then burn all of them away. Something that these NPCs have no idea of doing. It was probably safer to just do it one by one, considering the fact that we have no AoE attacks to even use. And so far, dungeon is still the same. Other than the fact that, well, the lighting is much better. More beetles. Yeah, there's nothing here. Move. Like another one. I am still thinking back to the first time I played this game, and well, anytime I try to play it, there would be a high chance that the entire game would lag and even crash. No, not crash, disconnect, because I was on the PS3 when I was playing it. That always sucked. Oh, whoops. Forgot about you. Have a knife. Oh yeah, also I just got my new spear from the Manivelle weapons storyline. Oh, Manivelle relic weapon. Like, that's what I meant. I don't need a coffer. Oh, orb. There. Yeah, and since the tank is not going to do it, I'll just pull for him. Yeah, about the title my character I have equipped. Akai Samurai. Right now there's currently a collab event featuring, well, Garo, which most of you probably not know. And that can only be obtained well, just buying the equipment from PvP. And after getting a complete set and talking to the person who gave you the equipment, I forgot what it's called, then you get the title. You don't necessarily need the equipment equipped, just the title. The equipment is just to get the title. Now, once you do that, there's an achievement associated with PvP. And that is basically to win a certain amount of PvP matches, and then you get a special mount. All three of them are apparently from Gato. I don't know anything about that series, so anyone who does can correct me on that. And the PvPs in question involve, of course, crystalline conflict and the front lines. And about a week ago I just got it. The last mount. And now I no longer need it. I'll be sure to switch the tile afterwards later. Are you? Oh, I thought piercing talent now works as part of a combo. Still feels weird seeing my HP so small compared to what it usually would be. So used to seeing about over, I think, about 5 or 6 digits worth of HP. The seeing just 3 just feels, I don't know, weird. And so far, there's not much of a change here. The enemies are still the same. Seems like all they did right now is just change the lighting. Which, honestly, is still good. So I don't know how to compare it. I haven't been doing any of the Realm Reborn content, or do any of the leveling roulettes in months. I forgot the last time I ever actually did. Well, one thing that me feels is... Well, yeah, the lighting is much different. It's better. At this rate, I feel like it would be faster if I just do one of these dungeons unsynced. Would it still count if I did it unsynced? Well, at least it's almost over. Ow. Excuse me. I just got sprint here. This. Wonder if I... Of course. Damn it. I thought I could be able to interact with the orb while they're fighting. Guess not. How to get the orbs. Behold, a boss who would evolve and become a random mob in the future. I'm not afraid of you. The thing. Seriously, why the hell did the DPS not have their own silence thing? Like, why couldn't the healers have one as well? Or the casters? Why is it only the ranged and tanks that have them? I kinda hope that in a future update or expansion, they'll finally give everyone the ability to pull it off. But now that I think about it, it may result in everyone using it when it's needed. So for the few times I use it as tank and ranged, the chances of it coming up are kinda rare, to the point that when it does happen, cooldown would have been off by would have been done by then. Alright, back here. Hello. Back to Gridania. Mama, I'm back. Welcome back, Otoya. Reliably informed that your foray into the deep craft was a success. Nor did I expect anything less. You made such a habit of succeeding that it's difficult not to take your talents for granted. Rest assured, however, Mother is impressed, even if she isn't surprised. Old Lord Lewin asked me to pass on his thanks. Dagum. I must say, it's something of a relief to be able to call upon such a capable adventurer. Sadly, death has become an ever more common occurrence within our fraternity of times being what they are. The guild is constantly inundated with petitions, are hard-pressed to find enough hands to deal with them all. While this means no shortage of work for able souls such as yourself, it also provides ample opportunity for the inexperienced to overreach themselves with predictable consequences. As if to illustrate the point. Oh. Avera's gone and it's all your fault. If it hadn't taken you an age to heal him, he would still be alive. But I tried. He bolted out of range before I could finish the spell. God, that's relatable. I know this is meant to be a sad... I don't know what to describe the scene, but playing as a caster and then as a healer, trying to heal someone, and then all of a sudden they decided to go out to leave your range before you can finish casting. Yeah, if that happens, I let them die. I am not changing my stance on that. Also, on the same subject, how would you feel if a DPS decides to pull when they're impatient? Would you try to tank it back? Or would you be willing to just let them tank it if they're that desperate? Or too hasty? Let me raise the volume a bit more. It sounds a bit too low. Bah, to the hells with this pathetic excuse for a party. I'm leaving, and it'd be too soon if I never see your faces again. Goodbye and good riddance. I'm leaving as well. I doubt this comes as a surprise, but I never liked you. I only suffered you for your healing, but you couldn't even do that one thing right. Cruel though this may sound, you brought this upon yourself. Oh, and by the way, of some parting advice, get rid of Avera's head, bury it, cremate it, do whatever the hells you like with it. For God's sake, stop carrying it around. It's just get rid of it, alright? Okay, that's creepy. And this is the start of a certain deep dungeon that'll appear in Gridania. Oh, I'm so sorry, Avera. Please forgive me. Also, dick move. The both of them. Things like this have become all too common. That makes a dozen times in half as many days. Now you see why I'm grateful for adventurers of your experience. It sent women like you on a mission without worrying that you might not return. Well, not so much as at any rate. Speaking of missions, I would entrust you with another. About a bell ago, I received a message from my counterpart in Oda. Seeks the services of a reliable adventurer, and you are nothing if not reliable. Yeah, thinking back to the Sastasha one, and this is just the excuse to just introduce the player to all the proprietors of the Adventurers Guild. But hey, good excuse to travel, actually visit the other regions, I guess. Think you might be interested in this task, say the word and I will be glad to share the details with you. Oh. So you're not averse to taking a little trip? Wonderful. As I mentioned earlier, the request comes from us from the Adventurers Guild in Ul'dah. Once you arrive, seek out Mobody, the proprietress of the Quicksand. Think of her as the Sultan's version of myself. Chances are she'll send you into the midst of danger, but I have every confidence that you will pull through unscathed. Now off you go, Artoria, and good luck. Ul'dah. Wait. Idiot. Get the right here. Hello, Momodi. Welcome to the Quicksand, friend. I'm a tad busy right now. If you wouldn't mind showing yourself to... Judging by your determined expression, I take it you ain't here for ale. Are you called Artoria Ryuji by any chance? Yep. Mion sent word that you'd be reporting for duty. She also made a point of calling you the adventurer of the moment. That ain't no small praise coming from her. But you didn't come all the way here to listen to my prattle. Doubtless you're eager to get started, so let's talk business, shall we? The petitioner ought to be arriving at any moment now. Gods almighty! Another second under that sun and I would have been sent afire! A tankard of ale if you would be so kind. Excellent time, Papa Shan. Just so happens the adventurer who will be handling your petition is here. So this winsome lass is the much-lauded adventurer, is she? Marvelous, marvelous. A pleasure to make your acquaintance, my lady. I am Papa Shan, formerly of the Sultan's Horn. Thank you for agreeing to lend us your aid. Very happy you appraise Artoria of her mission. Yes, of course. The petition in question was submitted by an acquaintance of mine at Amagina and Sons Mineral Concern. Relates to an unfortunate development at Copper Bell Mines. To be plain, giants have seized control of the place. These giants are of the clan known as the Hekatoncheires. Fearsome creatures who were sealed within the deepest depths of the mines during the bygone Thorn Dynasty. Alas, it seems they have managed to break through the layer of rock which served to imprison them, and now prowl the tunnels where the miners ply their trade. The creatures are justifiably angry about their treatment at the hands of our ancestors, and their presence has forced the suspension of all mining activities on the site. No wonder they're angry. Didn't the Thorn Dynasty come to an end over 300 years ago? You know your history well, my lady. People of that age used the Hekatoncheires to work their mines. By way of enchanted helms, they were able to bind the ferocious creatures to their will. But as is off the way of such tales, these enchantments eventually failed. The slaves rose up against their masters. By the way, if anyone was curious about that sound earlier, that was my dog who just came up the stairs. In a desperate bid to contain the unbridled fury of the Hekatoncheires, our ancestors induced the collapse of the mine's lowermost levels. So it was that the great giant revolt was ended, buried beneath 100,000 tons of rock. Well now, that's got me thinking. I seem to recall there being an article about Copper Bell in the Mythful Eye a fortnight or so ago. It said the mines were being reopened so as to meet the rising demand for building materials. Like as not, our boys dug a bit too deep and freed the giants. Gods, To think the poor creatures are still alive and kicking after 3 centuries. That's a long time to nurse a grudge. They must be seething. I'm more wondering if they were hungry. Or maybe they're angry because they're hungry. And they're angry because they've been trying to tell them they want food and people have just been responding with fear. Has no one ever bothered to ask if they're hungry or check? Indeed, and that makes them a danger to us all. There will be no mining at Copper Bell so long as they remain. For the sake of both peace and prosperity, they must be subdued. This is the task which we would have you undertake. I'll not deny that the mission will be rife with danger, but our need is great. So I beg you, put an end to the sorry business. Well, I'm here anyway, so okay. Why I'm here. God bless you. I feared you might have reservations, but I assure you it is for the best. In case you don't know, Copper Bell mines are in Western Thanaland. Do take care, you hear? And one last thing before you depart. An employee of Amagina and Sons is presently at the quicksand. The fellow's name is Painted Meza, and he knows Copper Bell mines well. It may behoove you to seek his counsel. Okay, after playing this game for a while, I noticed the weird naming conventions of the races, like the Rogadin has a description and a name. The Lalafels have basically have both a first and last name that rhymes. Mikote has a letter followed by the rest of the name. And as far as I can, and the Alizin are relatively fancy French names, and I think everyone else is just normal. Why the hell is there naming conventions like that? Looking for Painted Mesa, you found him. So you're the adventurer who's volunteered to deal with the mess down in Copper Bell, are you? You've got guts, miss. I hope you've got skills to go with them, cause things ain't pretty down there. The Hecatontras have left the place in the right state, and nearly a week after mining resumed. I don't know if you know this, but Copper Bell was old when the second old dynasty was still young. It was abandoned centuries ago. If it hadn't been for the shortage of materials needed for the rebuilding effort, the concern would never have thought to reopen it. We knew full well about the giants forehand, but the project went ahead anyway. I mean, nothing could possibly survive being buried under a mountain's worth of rock for 3 centuries, right? Wrong! Our miners dug up more than they bargained for. One swing of the pickaxe too many, and they found themselves in the company of giants. Unless we can subdue them, the nation's glorious recovery will grind to a halt for want of aught to build with. Stone torches are keeping watch over the entrance in case the giants fancy some sunlight and fresh air. One of them will be able to show you the way in. Hope of the nation's resting on you, friend. Best of luck. To get used to do. Okay, steps of down. There. Alright. 2 steps of... No. Oh, wait. There. Here's Sultana. Almost forgot. There we go. Don't want silence for most of the game. And of course there's invisible walls. Can't make it too easy. But in an MMO. Hello, Storm Torch. There's been an incident inside Copper Bell Mines. We are here to ensure that its effects are contained, but for your own safety, I suggest you stay well away from here. What? You're the Avenger who's volunteered to clear the Hecatonkras? Yep. I've been called here to do just that. Now let me in. What, no one told you I was arriving? I didn't think that Papa Shine would be able to find someone so quickly, if at all. The Giants are content to wreak havoc inside the mines for now, but it's only a matter of time before they think to come outside. The sooner you see to them, the better. Make ready as best you can, and enter at will. In I go. Oh, and if you just heard a ringing, that was from the PS4 controller I'm using. Yeah, I'm still using a controller. The reason I'm using a PS4 is just... I'm so used to just playing with a PS4 controller. So used to playing on console that trying to use a keyboard would just feel weird. Heck, I even gotta look at the PC controls and... I don't know how people were able to play with that. Oh. Oh yeah, I'll attack this guy. And then him. Alright, I'll finish him off. Oh. Let's mess that up. Open up. Now, let's see how different... Hello? Okay. Guess I'm going. See ya, guys. Hope there's a stairs nearby. Oh. Yeah, I was trying to make a popping sound with my own lips. I don't have a soundboard on hand. Hope you enjoy that budget soundboard. Gonna check in here for a quick sec. Nothing. Okay, that was a waste. And here's a giant. And a goblin. Is the goblin just a name that... where they took the name goblin and mix up some... replace some of the letters to make it sound different? Or is goblin actually a creature? I mean, goblin, the way it's spelled just sounds and looks made up. Hey, sprites. Hurry up. Guess when they say that they made changes, I think they meant to some of the later levels. Because I just played through the third dungeon I'm playing, and it is still the same as I last remembered it. The only difference being, of course, the lighting. It feels like it's been designed today. Some of the current aesthetics. Oops. Put that up. House. Oh, hey, they moved the sand. Here, come here. Okay, let's do fire save. This is relatively the same. Wonder if this will be the only instance that flat. Sorry about that sun beep, I forgot to turn off email notifications. And there we go. And come here. Okay, that is new. It's usually just a bit of an enemy rush instead of just a straight up boss. And this guy would be the last thing you fight. Ooh, it's now teaching us mechanics. That's neat. Finally, some actual literal change. This now feels different. This is nothing like when I last explored it. Uh-oh. Ow. Okay, he just hurls a rock at me. I was half expecting him to just grab me and throw me. Always be casting. Because at least I'm dealing damage. Unlike the NPCs here. Hey, they're at least teaching about tank busters. What did he say? Okay. I think the combat lines were the ones that were actually overhauled. The others were kept the same. Which is a bit unfortunate. But hey. Finally get to finally teach us how to play a dungeon here. 3 dungeons in. And seriously, why the hell are those guys unable to just come here? Hello? Wow. Okay, this is still a thing. Hey you! Give me a sand! Die. And fire stand. Excuse me. There's another one. Okay, I think I'm seeing another change. The enemy count is a bit smaller. Because I think there would be more enemies here? I forgot how many. But this seems way fewer than what I remember. And hey, like with Sastasha, they streamlined it. They just leave what you need to get directly near the objective. And here's a fire sand. Alright, let's see how different you are, and why I still need a fire sand. Come here, slime. I don't see a detonator anywhere. This boss now fits more in line with the more later bosses. And now it divides on its own. And it does that. That's different. It actually does more than just whack you. It actually has real mechanics. And no random mob appearing out of nowhere. And it divides on its own. Don't worry, I'll chip it for you. Almost dead, and there. Yeah, they streamlined some of the objectives. It's just there, and hard to miss. I'm actually intrigued to see how they deal with the Hecatonchires as the last boss. With how different the first two bosses is. I'm actually excited to see how much they changed this last one. Because when I run it, the last boss is always a boss, is basically a boss. But he's constantly summoning ads. He does not attack you. He just whacks at a certain target until it destroys it, until it falls apart. Then ads start spawning in. And a typical tactic is to just burn it and ignore everything else. Let's hope it's nothing like Sastasha. Doing you a favor. Oh. I hope you can burn him fast! I hope the Conjurer can heal fast. At least the healer is doing exactly what a healer should be doing. Attack. Rather than just do nothing and only heal. What are you doing with a pony? Might have not if you might have not noticed, I watched Joe Cat's the crap guide to Final Fantasy. And while the title says it's crap, it's accurate. And actual advice. There's no more free. Oh, the arena looks pretty. Hey buddy, your old masters are dead. We're not the same people you knew. Okay, so he actually attacks us. Good. New mechanic learning. Up. And as always, the DPS for the NPCs, even though it's with actual ranged attacks, don't attack when the mechanic's on. They only auto attack. Okay, so he's not summoning any ads. He's just fighting us all by himself. I have an actual reason to just burn him. And victory. I think you kind of get the point of the first 3 dungeons. I think they meant to introduce new player into how a dungeon operates. Like, the first one is just Nastasha is baby's first dungeon. The second dungeon, no, wait, the 2 dungeons are more baby's first dungeons. The third one feels more like an actual freaking dungeon. With bosses that actually do what bosses should actually do. Which means they're actually teaching players how to run a dungeon. Oh. Alright. Let's see what's going to happen next. Ah, the Conqueror of Copperbell returns. Thanks to you, all mining operations can resume. And Old Dar will have the materials she needs to rebuild. The entire nation's in your debt, friend. I'll share the good tidings with Papa Sean the next time I see him. As for you, you'll want to report to Momodi. It'll do the woman well to see you alive and in one piece. Okay, then why not just let me do it? Uh-oh. What was that? Shut your mouth, you thieving little swine! You stole from me! Don't even think to deny it! Please, sir, I didn't steal nothing! I bought this! Paid it with me own coin! What rot! You refugees are all the same! Couldn't afford the Lord Macadee mole meat! Much less a choice cut of dodo! I'm going to say it one more time! Give back what you stole, or I'll make you wish you never stepped foot in this town! By rights, I should turn you over to the brass blades. You know, help keep these streets safe for a law-abiding citizen. But I'm a reasonable man. If you agree to serve me in whatever capacity I require, the authorities needn't hear of your crime. And Old Dar is full of rich assholes. But I ain't done nothing wrong. Draw over me as me witness. Please, adventurer, help me. I beg of ye. Draw me mother's grave. I didn't steal nothing. I bought this with the coin I saved. I only wanted to treat me children to a decent meal. Who the hells are you when you're at home? This dog's master? Alright, I am still gonna kick your smug ass face in. I don't even remember what you are, who you're going to be. That's how little I care about you. I've had enough of this mummer's farce. You lot, teach them a lesson. Okay. Lesson in humility, coming right up. I'll take care of this. The rest of you can watch. Yeah, why should I kick your friend's ass? Heck, he's not even hitting me. I'm barely feeling a thing. Ugh, I should have stopped at the 7th ale. You're late, buddies. He's down. And you're next. Ah. I am breaking that sweat. I think this is supposed to be harder, but I think my current item level is way too high. I ain't getting paid enough for this. Hey! Where the hell do you think you're going? Thank ye, kind adventurer. Thank ye thrice over. Oh well, oh god, not again. I'd swear there were more refugees than when I last looked. And you wouldn't be mistaken. But it's been 5 years since the calamity. Why are they only coming here now? Simple, really. While a number of hamlets survived the immediate aftermath of the calamity, many were no longer able to support their communities. Residents found their lands had either been rendered barren or cut off from trade routes. The problems like those aren't easily solved, so they tried to make the best of it. Only a matter of time before they were forced to abandon their homes and seek a new life in the city. But the calamity affected the whole realm, didn't it? Isn't it the same thing happening in the other cities? The talk is true, yes. But perhaps our situation is more pronounced. Odar has a reputation for being prosperous, so it's natural that the refugees would try the Akia first. No, speaking of the calamity, when I said realm, does it only mean Eorzea and anything surrounding it? Knowing I know now of the other regions, they seem relatively okay. Have the later regions, like the ones in Stormblood, were they not affected? Or were they barely affected? Or they were affected, but we just don't know. Or by the time we actually make it there, they've recovered. Kind of a weird, interesting thought. But perhaps our situation is more pronounced. Odar has a reputation for being prosperous. Oh wait, I already read that. My heart goes out to them, it truly does. But I would be lying if I said that I wasn't apprehensive. I hope their presence doesn't foment lawlessness in the city. Well, if things do take a turn for the worse, we always have the immortal flames. I dare say the brass blades would welcome their help. The heroes who fought the Gallian Empire patrolling the streets for riffraff? May well come to that. Impoverished and desperate as they are, you may be sure that some of the refugees will turn to crime. You know what this place is like. If you've no coin, you're no hope. Okay, so you're essentially... So you're screwed if you're basically poor. Like America. What will become of our city? Not all refugees are bad, mind you. Some are able to find employment and lead honest lives. Dodo tenderloins! Get your Dodo tenderloins! Guaranteed cheapest than Thanalan. Thank you for your custom, madam. Please come again. Looking around, you'd think that old doll was well on its way to recovery. But peer through the veil of prosperity, and you'll see no end to the misery and suffering. Madam, are you alright? What? Yeah, I'm fine. I'm okay. What now? You mean to threaten a defenseless citizen? That citizen that basically sent their goons to try and hurt an innocent person. What the boy that made you say? That's absurd! Yeah, my echo thingy saw it. Aye, as did I. Leave the poor woman alone, you damnable vulture. Who said that? Hey, he is in the background. Overlook this, but just this once. Ah. God's bless the adventurer. He hadn't come along when he did. Who knows what that monster might have done? It don't bear thinking about. Alright, now the case closed. Huh? Hello again. We have been keeping a close eye on you ever since you left Gridania. You discharged your duty as envoy impeccably, and never once faltered in the face of myriad dangers. More importantly, you were always ready to help those in need, even if you didn't stand to earn a guild by doing so. You are possessed of all the qualities we seek in an adventurer. This we are convinced. Even if you were kind of dragged into the business with the dodo meat. Yes, thank you, Ida. And then there is the matter of your gift. I dare say you are curious as to the nature of the vision you bore witness to moments ago. Well, we can help you to understand. You're not the only one with that power, you know. We have a friend who has it too, and we'd love for you to meet her. Meeting her is only the beginning. We would also have you lend your strength to our cause. In return, we should be glad to assist your adventuring endeavors in whatever way we are able. Should you decide to take us up on our offer, and I sincerely hope you will, pray speak with Momody. The proprietress of the quicksand is a good friend of ours. He will tell you where to find us. Yeah. Wait a minute. We haven't even told you the name of our order. We're the Scions of the 7th Dawn, Defenders of Justice. Oh, but don't tell anyone. Except for Momody. She knows already. Okie dokie. Hey, Momody, do you know about the Scions of the 7th Dawn? Things like that are becoming even more common, I'm afraid. Don't worry though, if you work hard, you'll probably be alright. Saying that, if you'll ever find yourself in a spot of bother, come and see me. Just don't go pestering me every time you graze your knee, okay? Yeah. Of course, I do enjoy hearing tell of a gentleman's woes with the womenfolk from time to time. Ah, Toya, sorry to keep you waiting. I was just providing guidance to a fresh off-the-carrot adventurer. Yeah, I see. By the way, do you know about the Scions of the 7th Dawn? Oh God, it's good to see you safe and well. Look at you, no one would ever guess you it with giants in the dark. You're every elm the adventurer Mion said you'd be. Toya, the station master will be overjoyed when he hears the news. Oh, before I forget, there's a lass here who wants a word with you. I didn't actually know your name, but hearing her description, I knew who she meant right away. Oh, thank you for sparing the time. I realize you don't know me, but I've been longing to speak with you for a while now. My name is Ida. I'm an adventurer like you. Though I'm not very good at being one, if truth be told. Anyway, I was adventuring with my friends, and Gridania when... I'm sorry. We were in Gridania when the leader of our party was killed. His name was Aver. He and I were to be wed in the spring. You may not remember him, but to say that he remembered you would be an understatement. He would sing your praise from dawn to dusk. He saw you for what you are, you see. An adventurer's adventurer, and swore that he would be like you one day. I believe that he would have succeeded, had a feat not robbed him of the chance. Since that day, I had thought long and hard about giving up adventuring. But when I think of the woman you are, of all that you've achieved, I find that I'm inspired. Just as Aver once was. So I've decided to start again as an adventurer. I will go back to the village of my birth and begin my training anew. But I wanted to meet you first, to ask you your name. Artoria. Artoria Regine. I shan't forget. Thank you, Artoria. I pray that we will meet again. Fare you well. See ya. Hope your training goes well. And I hope you don't do anything crazy. Adventuring can be a cruel bleeding business. Time was, I didn't know why anyone would bother. When they first asked me to take charge of the guild here, I didn't want aught to do with you lot, so it'd be a right pain in the arse looking at through you all. Thought it'd be a right pain in the arse. But that went against my better judgment. I decided to accept the post, and I'm full glad I did. I feel privileged to be a part of your lives. And that goes double for yours, Artoria. What did you say? You want to know about the science of the Seventh Dawn? Yes, apparently you know them? Beginning to move earnest then. Artoria, the Scions ain't no ordinary folk. The work they do ain't no ordinary work. I know full well how capable you are. Even you would think twice about attempting some of the stuff they do. Know that if you're still certain you want to get involved, I'll tell you what I can. Okie dokie. And now we finally get to meet the Scions. Alright. So you want to know more then, do you? Oh, ain't that a surprise? I swear, if I painted certain death on one door and limitless wealth on another, 9 out of 10 adventurers would go through the first, and the other blood wouldn't be able to choose, on account of being undone. Anyway, don't say I didn't warn you. First of all, if you're wondering whether you can trust these Scions of the Seventh Dawn, you can. They're good people who've made it their mission to solve some of Eosia's most pressing problems. Course, that ain't no small task, and so they're always looking for dependable individuals to join them. Individuals like you, Artoria. Now, I've been given leave to tell you where to find the Scions. You must promise to keep this information to yourself. As you can probably imagine, it's something Eosia's enemies would very much like to know. The Scions are headquartered in Vesper Bay, out in Western Thanaland. The place you're looking for is called the Awakened Sands. Give your name to whoever's at the entrance and you'll be let in. You're a woman in demand, Artoria. The days ahead promise to be busy. I hope you won't forget about them as help make you into the adventurer you are. Drop in and tell them how you are faring from time to time. You hear? Right. Well, I've said my piece. Off you go. Alright, finally to the Awakened Sands. Wait. Okay. Word. That. Wee. And of course you can put on these. They're just decoration. And here we are. Ataru! Deep in the depths of my heart, a lonely file of blue, yearning for the heavens above to quench my thirst for you. Lo 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 lo. Wah! I would thank you not to sneak up on me like that. Now, please be advised that this is private property. Unless you have pertinent business here, I must ask you to. Yeah, I'm here with the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. You at the behest of Ida and Papa Nemo? My sincerest apologies. May I please have your name? Artoria Ryujin. Artoria Ryujin, Artoria... Ah, here you are! Ahem. I bid you welcome to the Awakened Sands, headquarters of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. My name is Tataru, and I look forward to assisting you during your time with us. Antecedent is within the solar. I shall let her know to expect you. Back here. All this time. Man, it feels like forever since I've actually been to the Waking Sands. Taking you all to your region, Nataru sent word that you had arrived. Demon Philly has eagerly awaited your coming. This way, if you please.
So you're the adventurer of whom I've heard so much. Well met, friend. My name is Minfilia, and I lead the Scions of the 7th Dawn. I have awaited your coming.
Nice to see you again, Miss Philia. You may not know me right now. I still remember you.
Be at ease. You are among friends here.
Hello.
No doubt you are ripe to burst with questions. But have patience. All will be revealed in time. First, let me begin by telling you who we are and what we do. We are the Scions of the 7th Dawn, an order that transcends political boundaries. Our single objective is the preservation of the future of Eorzea. Among our gravest concerns are the godlike beings known as the Primals. Their existence is a bane upon Eorzea, nay, the world at large, and we have striven to find a lasting solution to the threat they pose. Our order is home to a number of individuals who, like you, possess a rare and special talent. This talent takes various forms, but one holds particular interest for us. Tell me, have you ever experienced a sudden, inexplicable loss of consciousness?
Yeah, about
Have you ever
twice.
had the sensation of being pulled away from reality? Felt as though you were hovering in space? A mind without a body?
Yeah, twice. One just recently.
All these things are the manifestations of your talent. Yours is the power to transcend the boundaries of the soul, a power known as the Echo. The Echo allows you to pass through the walls of a man's soul and hear the resonations of his past. You will be there in his memories and see things as he saw them. You may even interact with that which you see, though you cannot change the outcome of events. For another blessing, the Echo will enable you to know a man's mind even if you cannot comprehend his words. In short, the Echo is a truly extraordinary power, and this power is strong within you.
The Echo is also known as plot convenience.
We cannot use it whensoever we choose. That's right. I too possess the Echo.
Well, at least
With that
there's a limit to it.
let us return to the subject of the Primals. So long as they exist, the realm cannot take so much as a single step towards true peace. Measures must be taken. Measures which transcend boundaries, be they of faction, race, language, or creed. And to do so, the Scions require the aid of those with our talent. Make no mistake, the Echo will be instrumental in dealing with the primal threat. Without it, we cannot hope to save the realm. I know not what it is you desire for yourself, nor what it was that first brought you to Eorzea. But I firmly believe that the power we possess was given to us for a purpose. Why else would the gods entrust man with a gift so extraordinary, if not to have him use it? And so I implore you, lend us your power.
Oh, sure, I will. Oh. Wait. Naturally, your aid will not go unrewarded. We are fortunate to have a number of influential allies, and at a word from me, they will gladly offer you certain privileges that might otherwise be denied to you. The right to employ retainers, for example. Are you familiar with them? They are individuals who may be relied upon to manage your assets and belongings on your behalf. papers you requested, my lady. Again, the current English actors for Final Fantasy XIV managed to at least nail some of the characters, nail the characters' voices and tone in the realm reborn. Thank you, Tataru. Then again, I don't remember what Minfilia used to sound like, and I'm kind of forgetting what she sounded like within the later expansion, so think of that what you will. The pleasure is mine, my lady. By way of a welcoming gift, I have taken the liberty of adding your name to the Retainer's registry. As of now, you are entitled to employ the services of a retainer. You will need to consult the retainer Volcate regarding the particulars of this arrangement. But believe me when I say that retainers will prove invaluable to you in your adventuring endeavors. Let this gesture serve as evidence of our commitment to do all in our power to facilitate your personal objectives. In return, we ask that you aid us to the fullest extent of your talents. Mutually beneficial relationship, I am sure you will agree. And one which serves a greater good besides. Well, that was a veritable lecture, was it not? Forgive me, but it is important that you all concerned are aware of what is expected of them. Now you know our purpose and what we can offer you. I invite you to consider joining us. When you have come to a decision, you may tell me without fear of censure. Good faith, I shall entrust to you with our order's password, which our members use to reach one another in the field. It is Wild Rose. Pray keep it safe. Alright, let's continue. We Scions have but one objective, to safeguard the future of Eorzea. Among our greatest concerns are the godlike beings known as the Primals. Long have we striven to find a lasting solution to the threat they pose. Know not what it is you desire for yourself, or what it was that first brought you to Eorzea. But I firmly believe that the power we possess was given to you for a purpose. Pray consider this when you give me your answer, Artoria. I will go whether the wild rose blooms.
I take it you will help us. Wonderful! I knew you wouldn't let us down. But come, I would introduce you to your friends in the Order. Tell me, does the name Sharlayan ring any bells? It used to be one of Eorzea's 6 city-states, and was situated in the northwest of Aldenard. The Sharlayans were the keepers of wisdom both old and new. Their mastery over magic and ether was unsurpassed, and even the Garleans knew to fear them. Among their number, there were a noble few who devoted their lives to safeguarding the future of Eorzea. When the realm began its descent into chaos, and their countrymen fled for the motherland, they alone chose to remain here. These noble men and women were called the Archons. Those same brave souls stand before you now. The masked woman is Ida, and beside her is Popolimo. The two are charged with surveying the Twelveswood.
Hello there! Welcome!
Yeah, I've already met those two.
I had every confidence that you would agree to help us.
Me too. Okay, my turn to introduce someone. That there is Thancred.
Oh, so that is Thancred.
This
is Thancred.
Of the desert.
Welcome to the team. If I may, The lovely maiden beside me is named Yastola. Limsa Lominsa has the pleasure of being under her care.
AKA
Greetings.
this game's resident waifu.
Last but not least is Urianger, who presides over all affairs within these halls. Pray seek him out whenever you have questions.
Dawn may banish even the darkest night. The words of a dear friend. I'm glad of our meeting.
At the Battle of Carteneau, our leader was taken from us. But we did not stray from our purpose. We sought out Minfilia and others with her talent, and together established the Scions of the Seventh Dawn.
Along with the Archons, those blessed with the Echo play a pivotal role in our endeavor to forge a brighter tomorrow for the realm. Oh, I should also introduce you to Tataru, our clerk. She ensures that everything runs smoothly.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
In time,
Okay, that voice
I hope you will
sounds
come to think of us as
nothing like the
family.
Tataru that I know.
Without further ado, I would assign you your first task.
Ooh.
Urianger, have the documents arrived from the students of Baldessian?
Aye, my lady. They arrived but recently.
We have received a request for aid from the Immortal Flames. Thancred, would you do the honors?
Oh, I think I know what we're going to be dealing with.
My pleasure. Some days ago, a crystal caravan registered to Amagina and Sons mineral concern was waylaid and divested of its cargo.
Ooh, there it is.
There is more. Within a bell of the robbery, several people were reported missing from the shantytown outside the city.
At a glance, one would assume the involvement of bandits, kidnappers, and coincidence. Such crimes are hardly uncommon, and the Immortal Flames deal with their like almost every day.
That's a little concerning.
However, this time
All
we have
right.
reason to believe that a primal is involved.
Aye, the evidence left behind implicates the Emulja, who are known worshippers of Ifrit.
Yep, we are definitely going to
If
fight
we then
Ifrit.
consider the objects that were taken, there is no room left for doubt. The crimes were committed in the name of a primal.
That you may better understand the nature of our struggle with the primals, I would have you play the leading role in this investigation. You have my thanks. If there is aught you wish to know, I recommend you speak with Thancred. He is well versed in the affairs of Ul'dah.
Ever at your service, fair lady.
Alright. First job, and we're going to be fighting a primal. Not that it's explicitly said. What's up? Ready to begin, are we? That's the spirit. So then, your mission is to investigate a crystal robbery and a spate of abduction. Crimes which we would believe to be connected. Assuming we are correct, it is likely that any discoveries we make in relation to one will further our understanding of the other. Now, since the caravan on the attack of their caravan, our friends at Amagina and Sons Mineral Concern have doubled security over all their shipments. In light of this, it is my judgment that the abduction should be our priority. According to our preliminary findings, the majority of the missing were last seen in the vicinity of Camp Drybone. So that would seem a fine place to begin. A fellow by the name of Isambard serves as the camp's de facto leader. Pay him a visit and see that he gives us his full cooperation. Alright. Board. And we're here. Hello. Hi, I'm Isambard. You to search for the missing folk, I take it. Minfilia sent word that an adventuring fitting your description would be along. He also warned us to be wary of the Amalja. Seems we know who the culprits are at the very least. Now, I bear no official title at this camp, but the people here have come to look to me for leadership. You have my word that I'll do all I can to help see the victims safely returned. Let us get right to it then. Minfilia names the Amalja culprits in all this. You will do well to investigate them first. Much harm has been levied on these lands by Amalja hands. The flames burn where they might, but the light cannot stay the darkness in all places at all times. There have been brutal murders of callers at the Church of Saint Adamalandama, innocents wishing no more than to pay their respects to the dead. Poor souls deserve a proper burial. Proceed to the deed before Mongols catch their scent, but I know not if the Amalja still linger. If you secure the remains for me, friend, you will find them on the eastern road. Well willing, you may even come to learn something of what the Amalja seek in this area. Okay, time to gather some dead bodies. Jeez. Fresh quest involving dead bodies. And dead. And I got the bodies. It's good to see you return. Were you able to secure the remains of our fallen? The bodies given back proper to the earth, the souls will find their way across to the other side. You have done a noble deed this day, I thank you. Now then, what of the Amalja? Did you see any? Surely such massive monstrosities as they cannot conceal their presence, much less take their quarry unawares. Ah, so there were Amalja remaining after all. I feared as much. Their part in the lowborn disappearing is all but confirmed. But I sense there is more to this than meets the eye. The occasional Amalja raiding party would not account for people going missing in these kinds of numbers. The total is too great. The questions too many. It would not surprise me in the least to learn of another hand in this. But whose? Countless travelers pass through Drybone every day. Even if it were one among them, how would we best discover who may be implicit in these vanishings? What say we turn an eye to the common folk themselves? Maybe among them that we find the reasons for these vanishing. Well forbid it be so. There is a merchant by the name of Ungust who was born here in Drybone and grew up in the Golden Bazaar. A rough character, but he knows the people here better than anyone else. I'd wager he's at the end, wifing away the day's earnings. Here, I'll write a note for you to show him, else he's not like to speak to you. Alright, Ungust. Let's see what you have to tell for us. Oh, great, it's you. Well, gods be damned. You're that bloody adventurer who sent me back in Otar. What in the seven hells do you want with me now? Apparently you know something. Tell me. Dear friend. Missing people, please help. Yours isn't barred. Folk around here are as wary as they come. They'll turn tail and run if you so much as pass wind nearby. Played them all for fools and coaxed some hard labor out of them, I did. If anything, they're even more timid than before. What was all the disappearance? You can go talk to them yourself if you don't believe me. Deal, asshole. Hey, do you know anything? Please, miss, just leave me be. Use derelict. I've nothing to say but this. I'll take who or whatever's been feeding it off us low folk. Yeah, I don't think we're getting anything. Do you have anything? What do you want from me? I don't know anything, I swear! Please don't kill me! Well, as I expected, we got nothing. No one's saying anything. As I told you, wasn't it? A whole lot of them are terrified. There's been talk of folk getting abducted, or if you ask me, they simply up and moved on to a better place. So, this place isn't exactly Costa del Sol, if you know what I'm saying. So we're back at square one. We know nothing. Welcome back, Otoria. Have you learned aught of import? Nothing. I see. I suppose I should have expected as much from Ungust. Well, another thought occurred to me in your absence. The common folk are nothing if not fervent in their religious beliefs. Perhaps if they speak freely to their gods, then the clergy may know something of use. Alright. Just need to find a church. We would know what the common folks speak to their gods. We've no better place to ask than at the Church of Saint Adama Landama. It is a small and humble church found to the northwest of you. Great! So long as you are headed there, might I ask you to deliver this embalmed corpse? Morbid request I grant you, but it must be borne to burial, and I trust none more than you to see it done. Seek out a man named Marquis, sends the grave to the list yard. He will tell you where the body is to be interred. I did not expect our first job as Scions that we're lugging around bodies and burying them. Yippee. Hey monkeys. Hey. Hey monkeys, yes. A body? Of course. There have been so many bodies of late. I apologize, miss. You can place a burial. There is an empty grave atop the ridge. The path and lay him to rest there. That guy, I wonder if we'll encounter him again later in the story. Is he that important? Nah, I don't think so. Oh. Okay, so we just laid him on top of the ground and then just covered him in rocks. Okay. In the old Wonkenthal's realm. What? People? Afraid I cannot help you. Maybe Sister Orson can. She has been kind to me. Everyone has been so kind. I don't know why though. Pardon me. You will find Sister Orson within the church walls. Okay, see you later. Hello, Orson. I hear you have done us the service of bearing a fallen soul. Please accept our gratitude and extend it to Isambard when next you see him. Seek knowledge of missing Drinebone inhabitants. It is true I am closer to the people than any other of the Order. I confide in them, they in me. If they wish to speak to the Keeper Thal, I am the medium through which they do. Should I learn anything pertinent, I will be sure to share the information with you. I only wish Marquis would be more helpful in the matter. I pray he did nothing to offend. He saw terrible things during the calamity. Scars run deep. Indeed, he seems to now prefer the company of the dead over the living. While tragic, I fear such behavior ill befits the church. I received word not long ago that one of our recent visitors, a man called Thangred, I believe, excuse me, and took offense at his conduct. Let's have words with Marquis soon. Be easy on the guy, he seems lost. I don't think he remembers anything. Even himself. Back as a bard. Thank you, Artoria. A burial is no easy thing. You and... oh, damn it. You're keeping yourself rather busy of late, haven't you, Artoria? Hey, Thancred. Pleasure, my dear Zambard. The name is Thancred. I share a passion with you and our mutual friend here for learning what has become of these missing persons and why. I too spoke with Ungust, more times than I care to count. There seems to be some truth to this notion of the common folk speaking their secrets only to those in service to the gods. Prostration, prayer, penance, abject deeds done behind closed doors, away from prying eyes. Who better to take the pious unawares than she who takes confession, the good sister Orson herself. Orson! She wouldn't! She couldn't! Even the most beautiful roses have thorns, my friend. You would be wise to keep an eye to this rose. Ooh. Yeah, I don't remember what this part what the rest of the story goes. I just remember that we fight Ifrit later. Still, the Lich Keeper Marquis. I swear to the 12 I've seen that face elsewhere before. Yeah, it's probably your imagination. Orson. Cannot be. Though she is one to travel to the Golden Bazaar on her own, and it is not uncommon to see her speaking to the children, but... no. It could not be she. Could it? I grow weary of these suspicions. I know there is one child in particular that she is fond of. Pray seek out the boy, Artoria, and see if you cannot glean something from him about Orson's activities. Alright. To the Golden Bazaar. You know, if I would play this out, streaming this when this is the first game, playing it for the first time, I wouldn't still be here. I would still probably be in Gridania. Like, I would still be coming through a bunch of side quests. Because, yeah, once I find side quests, I just keep at them. Hey, kid. Please help. Sister Orson went out all on her own and has to come back. He always reads to me right here. About Thal and the Order. And the other side. I told her I lost my shiny thing and she went looking for it. One of the monsters outside hurt her. Please find her. Don't worry, kid. I'll look for her. Hey, Orson. What? Uh-oh. Stop it! Yeah, let me help. You are the one from the church. Thank goodness you arrived when you did. Please, my gratitude is yours yet again. You spoke with a child? Yes, well, I was able to find his lost trinket. It is the ring given him by his mother before she passed. Or see it safely back to him. Well, that doesn't solve anything. But at least it shows that she is nice. Or she's hiding it. Either way, we're still at 0. Don't know what the hell we're supposed to do next. Hey. The Orson was attacked outside the Golden Bazaar? Gods forfend. I will secure a room at the inn for her should she require any rest. Searching for the mementos of orphans. Risking her own well-being into doing so, no less. Certainly not the dastardly deed Thancred would have us believe. I am well glad I reserved that room for Sister Orson. Seems she received greater injuries from her attackers than she initially let on. Thankfully, she is expected to make a full recovery. Now, on to the matter at hand. Thancred came looking for you once more. Left word that he will be waiting at the Amalja encampment to the southeast. Pray the two of you are able to uncover some evidence regarding these diseases. Alright. I don't know how much longer until we get to fight Ifrit. Hey, Thancred. What are we doing? Ah, there you are, Artoria. So good of you to come. Indeed. I've heard all about good Sister Orson. Isambard said her wounds were serious. I see my suspicions about the poor Rose were misplaced. But false though they were, perhaps my suspicions were not entirely without merit. Whilst following Sister Orson near the Golden Bazaar, a band of Amalja caught my eye. I tracked them as far as this encampment, but, well, let's just say that I would much prefer to keep my distance and remain here. This, of course, brings me to why I requested you, dear Artoria. Would you be so kind as to take a look inside? Alright. Because I'm a tough, strong woman. Yeah, you do it anyway. Guys, these guys won't even attack me. How strong I am. Wheel leaflet. In here. Whee! Hey, Thancred. Well, did you anything tickle your fancy? This leaflet? The leaflet. See the wealth of knowledge to the hands of your children. Looks to be some sort of assembly to provide the poor with work. The lettering, though, atrocious, is it not? These bits about Nowthal seem somewhat less than studied. I find it hard to believe one among the Order penned this. But I take this to the inn at Camp Drybone. Let us see what Sister Orson makes of it. Alrighty. Hey, Orson! Wrong room. Orson? Hey, Orson. My savior comes again. What do I owe the owner this day? This thing? What is this? Blasphemous. These are not our teachings at all. This was not made by any true brother or sister of the Order. Of that I can assure you. Come to think of it, weeks ago, the church was plagued by missing garments. It's someone posing as a priest of the Order to deceive the people. Ooh. Plot thickens, Artoria. A culprit pretends to be a priest to lend credence to his deception. There is no doubt that an irony in there somewhere. But I suspect we have a worthy adversary on our hands. I shall consider how best to handle this. For now, tell Isambard what we have learned. Alright, okie dokie. Hey, Isambard! Got some information that you might want to know. Posing as a priest? To think. These troubling notions aside, it is gratifying to finally be able to move this investigation forward. Thank you once again, Artoria. I'll keep my ears and eyes open, now more than ever. I believe we'll continue about this next time because we are out of time. So yeah, today we cleared 2 dungeons, both of which are varies. One is relatively the same as I remember it. The other has a massive improvements. And we finally met the Scions. Last time, when I said we would. Now tomorrow... Oh wait, not tomorrow. Now, we're going to be able to deal with this Amalda issue. But not today. We'll deal with him next time. Because I have work tomorrow. And don't worry, to make up for it, I'll be posting something on YouTube. Tomorrow I'll be posting a shortened video of my Crystalline Conflict stream. And the highlights, which mostly involve me dying, some of my kills I've actually did, and my victories. And Sunday, same thing. I'll be posting another shortened stream, so that you can watch without having to sift through about 2 hours worth of stuff and dead air. So hey, if you still want to see, if you're waiting for me to arrive, come on over to Dragon God Productions and tide yourself over with 2 videos. One for tomorrow, and another one for Sunday. Because next week, well, I have an interesting stream. Because next week, God of War releases. Specifically God of War Ragnarok. And I'm gonna be playing it. On the PS4, because I still don't have a PS5. So, with all that said, be sure to follow my streams for any future. Follow me on Twitch at Dragon God Productions so you won't have to miss any stream I make coming up. And for any releases and future VODs that you might have missed, if you're interested, as well as any other videos, subscribe to me on Dragon God Productions on YouTube. And be sure to also like any of the videos you saw there. So until next time, this has been Dragon God Productions, and I have been Jesse, and I hope all of you have a good rest of the day. So until next time, see you later!